Welcome to KBW.
This is episode
20.
Yeah.
And it's only scheduled for one fall still.
One fall.
This is like our 20th video tonight.
That's why I feel like this is not episode 20, it's episode like 92.
But we're going to be releasing videos randomly
just put that way,
next couple days.
This week is going to be chock full of videos.
Yeah, we got a lot of videos for you.
And we are not gross people who wore the same shirts for the entire week.
No,
we recorded everything in one day.
We recorded everything in one day. So well, actually, only 3 of the videos have these. The other one has other videos.
Suck eggs, guys. It was the same thing.
All right.
This day.
Yeah. So, you want to talk about the news? Let's go on the news.
Let's get into
the biggest news I had AEW wise, and then you can get into what you got, is AEW files for Wednesday Night Dynamite. So they approved for Tuesday Night Dynamite, then they realized that the conflict with the NBA and TNT on Tuesdays, and then having to change it up throughout the middle of the year, throughout the NBA season, was going to cause problems.
Yes.
So they said, oh, okay, well, let's go Wednesday nights. Now it's Monday Raw, Wednesday AEW, Friday Raw, or Smackdown.
I'm okay with that.
So it's every other night, but then now they're conflicting with NXT.
Which is kind of crazy, because that's something that, but
that's a better
it's
show.
on the network, so people are going to, you can,
so they can get away with that.
You'll be able to watch both in the same night without really crying
about it. But yeah, so Wednesday Night Dynamite is going to be the new thing. It's probably going to be what happens, all because of the NBA with TNT thing, which makes sense.
NBA pushes hard numbers. You don't want to be going up against
you don't want to touch that at all.
No.
So there's that. What do you have elsewise in AEW?
All right, man. So we got some crazy nonsense going on here. First off, we have the Seth Rollins tweet, which has caused a widespread of issue around the wrestling community. He said that they are, quote, best wrestling product on the planet, period. Talking about WWE.
Okay,
the place he works for. I get it. You work for them.
Yes.
But, okay, so then after that triple threat match with Gulak, obviously another good match, he said, I'm doubling down. Best wrestling on the planet, period. Okay,
that's how the show started.
He keeps on. He keeps pushing the buttons, and you're waiting for somebody to answer that. Will Ospreay of New Japan Pro Wrestling puts out right after he sees him with the first one, puts out about the G1 Climax. He puts best wrestling on the planet, period. So then Seth replies, "Settle down, little guy." First of all, calling the guy, he's bigger than you.
Yeah, he is.
Little guy, he said, no one works as hard as me, as much as me, saying as Seth has the most matches. Well, just so happens, Will Ospreay actually has more matches under his belt in 2019 than Seth Rollins. So there is someone who works. So there is someone who works harder. And then Seth got a little douchey here, which freaked me out a little bit. I mean, I like Seth Rollins, but got douchey. He said, well, we can compare wallets. Bro. Shut your mouth, man.
Really
uncool. That's uncool shit to do. Okay,
you just got shut down because the guy puts in more work. Because indie guys usually put in a lot more work.
They have to put in more work. They're trying to get on your level. So then Baron Corbin jumps in because why?
Why not?
And he puts, well, guess what? Fun fact: Baron Corbin has fought more matches than Will Ospreay in 2019. Now, and then Will Ospreay with the mic drop came out next. He said, "Oh, and you wonder why Raw sucks." Bang! Mic drop. Okay. Oh. And then Baron Corbin, like a little bitch, just blocked him. You can't block a man because you got suckered. That Raw has shitty ratings and you wrestle the most. But Will Ospreay is doing some crazy shit out there.
He is.
And you can go on to Pro Wrestling Tees right now and buy the Will Ospreay Little Guy shirt. He got the shirt made. It's a little guy and has his junior super heavyweight title, his never open weight title, all his championship are on there.
That's great. I love it.
You can go get it for $20 if you want to tweak on Seth Rollins. I guess.
But you can't wear it to a Raw Smackdown show.
No, they will fight you.
Sorry.
I guess a little bit serious, but it's so. What's going on is now with Fight for the Fallen. Fight for the Fallen is an event that AEW is holding for victims of gun violence. Okay. Now WWE pulled some slick shit here. Now again, this is a promotional thing. It's going to be free for everyone, and Fight for the Fallen is literally a pay-per-view for the victims of gun violence in Florida. This is a charity event. Okay? It's not even like
charity.
Charity. This is what it's for. WWE, in the grossest way possible, they have decided to air Evolve 31, an indie show that people want to watch. So it's called Evolve 131, where I believe the NXT Championship will actually be on the line during it, as Adam Cole will fight. I forget who he's fighting. Tozawa. He's fighting Tozawa. So there's a WWE match there, but they're putting it on the WWE Network for free during Fight for the Fallen. So
I ain't watching it.
So they're trying to undercut it. Now Kenny Omega is one of the most kind human beings and will not speak up like this. He flipped out. Yeah, he deleted.
Rightfully so.
He deleted the tweet, but after obviously he left it up there for a couple minutes so everybody could see it. It said, and Kenny is quoted in saying, "If lining your pockets with blood money is okay," referring to the stupid ass Saudi Arabia shows that WWE keeps taking, even though the Saudis not great things going on over there. He said, then what's wrong with trying to undermine a charity show for the victims of gun violence? I hear the healthy competition is supposed to be a good thing, and yet I can't help it but feel like I'm going to be sick.
Yeah.
So that was a direct quote straight to WWE for pulling something as nasty as this. You decide your first time you're going to put an indie show on WWE Network is because you're going to do it now because of that. Yeah. That's disgusting. It really is.
I guarantee I don't want to watch it.
It's a nasty thing to do, but Vince is running out of options
they're going to lower the ratings even more.
Due to the god awful ratings that is coming in for these shows,
which I have. But first, anything else on AEW?
Fox. I don't feel like there is anything going on AEW wise. Okay. Otherwise, we kind of covered a lot of it. But that's the thing. That was terrible.
So for WWE, you can jump to your Fox thing real quick after this. So WWE they've been looking to find different things. They're doing the 2 out of 3 falls so that no one's fighting. In the meantime, they've been talking about doing rounds so that like boxing where they end the round in between the belt. Still dumb. You've been doing this for 80,000 years. You've done it right every other time. You're just screwing up now. I don't know why you're doing this, but hey, whatever. So, stomping grounds. 4,000 to about 4,500 people paid to be at the event. But 6,000 were there because of basically 2,000 people in for free. They had a whole side of the arena shut down just to show how bad the ratings are. Then we jumped to Raw, where only 3,500 people were there. That's it. I don't have the Smackdown results. Do you remember?
I know it's just as bad because
3,500.
I'll show you.
I was like, what?
Obviously, you guys won't be able to see it, but this is a live picture taking from SmackDown.
So this is a SmackDown's picture? Okay.
And it's during the tag match, so it's not like a post show.
Yeah.
You can see there's
nothing behind people. They moved everyone forward.
Look at this. Look at all that. See all that free space? Nothing. All the seats in the front are covered. This is it. You're not getting anything else.
So my thing is this. So is it because this pay-per-view was held in Tacoma, Washington, do they not have as many fans there? Or are we going to see this?
SmackDown thought it wasn't in Washington.
It wasn't?
No, that and Raw. SmackDown was not, and SmackDown's a show
that they ended up keeping SmackDown in the same area.
Though. No, for some reason it was like, because Tacoma was Sunday, they moved outside Tacoma to a different part of Washington State on Monday. And on Tuesday it was somewhere completely different.
So they're losing fans completely here.
Because Raw and SmackDown sells regardless. Like it should sell regardless because it doesn't matter on pay-per-view. If someone says, hey man, Raw's coming to Philly, I don't go, well, what pay-per-views before? I don't care. I just want to go see it because Raw's in Philly. And SmackDown, I can't remember the last time SmackDown was in Philadelphia. I've seen like 3 straight Raw, but I've never seen a SmackDown. But that's not, it's
not good.
And compare that to All Out, which we're not going to because I sat in line.
We could compare.
I sat in their fucking virtual line
for like 40,000.
I know we could have gotten a whole actual studio for that price. Like so, there's like this little computer man walking down the line. I spent like 40 minutes watching this little bastard walk, trying to avoid everyone at work because I didn't want anyone to bother me while because sometimes it sped up because the line got fast. So I was like, oh no. So finally, it says you're next in line, young man, and I'm like, oh boy.
We're about to go to
All Out.
We're heading all out.
We're about to head to Chi-Town in August. Gets there, bang, I'm on the ticket page. Okay? They literally let you get to the ticket page. And I'm like, awesome. Pick the seats I want. The cheap ones up top, right? Sorry, we don't have those. No biggie. Go down the next level. I was willing to pay almost $110 a seat. I was getting to that point. I was like, look, I'm in here. I might as well buy them. Got up to 110. Sorry, not available. So I was like, yeah, just hit best available, see what comes up. Sorry, there's nothing available. They're already sold out while I was dancing in the damn room. But they said that
127,000.
they sold it. No, there's not 127,000 people in the damn.
No. They were on that in that line, wasn't it?
Total of 127,000
people.
127.
Yeah.
But Raw can sell a 10,000 arena out now. They're selling 3,000 tickets to a 10,000 event show. Like something like Wells Fargo Center. Ours is what, 17,000. They're not gonna sell that shit. They'll sell for Extreme Rules only because they got Undertaker.
Well, they still have a couple. They have actually tickets on, I think, Wells Fargo itself. They're still available.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
But no, they have the ringside seats. I'm hoping they go down and they give them to us for free. For free. Because that's the only way we're gonna go to this one. I ain't gonna lie.
Fox is pretty much controlling what's going on with WWE right now. All the weird shit you're seeing going on in WWE is becoming a Fox needs this move. Fox, they said, is not impressed at all with what WWE is doing and is meeting with WWE next week. Now, I'm assuming the contract is signed, so they can't cut them, but they're going to tell them what they want.
So if you didn't notice this week, they didn't talk about the brand split at all. The brand split they spoke of it every other week. They didn't even speak of it this week. People just showed up and didn't show up.
Yeah. So
you
have
point that out.
Because what you're having now is they obviously don't want a brand split. Fox said they want Jerry Lawler on commentary when the television goes to Fox.
I heard you didn't want to
Fox wants them to bring up Matt Riddle before Fox. Fox is controlling the storylines right now, and Vince is just like, give me my money, and he's taking whatever he's going to get. So,
but I heard they weren't bringing up Matt Riddle anytime soon.
That's what they said, but Fox just said, F you, we want him. So by October, you better be ready or in the fall. So September, October, that's when they're going to
it's going to be around there.
So they better know that. That is basically, I don't have much other news unless we're going to talk about the Firefly Funhouse in the review.
We'll talk about that real quick. They didn't have it.
No, they did though.
No, they didn't.
The Funhouse is alive.
It was a live thing. He never showed up though at that point.
No, he's sneaking in. All the puppets are showing up.
Were appearing.
Yeah, but he did not yet.
We can talk about that. You can bring that up. You want to talk about that?
So might as well just
talk about it because we're half in this one this week.
So basically,
like the fans, we're half in the show.
Firefly Funhouse, the Funhouse. Yeah,
the Funhouse.
The only thing that matters, if this dog knocks it over, we're going to kill her.
I'm not doing this again. Sorry.
So the Firefly Funhouse is coming to life now, guys. Last week he flickered off, which meant he's coming. And so you did not see Bray.
No, we didn't.
You did see. First was Abby the Witch. She was
creeping
out behind the Miz like this. And then the Buzzard.
Mercy the Buzzard. Kofi. This is both Raw, by the way.
And for SmackDown, a rambling rabbit was dancing around behind Carmella and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville when they were talking.
I thought that was the pig.
The pig was also there. Huskus was there, but not.
I thought it was just Huskus. I didn't think Rabbit was there.
Yeah, Rambling Rabbit was at the end.
Was it? Okay. I remember Huskus.
So Rambling Rabbit and Huskus all showed up. So all four members of the Funhouse, as far as dolls, have showed up this week, which means when does Bray show up? I was watching one of these YouTube channels where they pretty much only analyze the Funhouse. And they love that shit. And it's kind of cool seeing like conspiracy theories or what it is.
Oh, yeah.
And he said that Bray Wyatt's official debut in WWE is July 8th. So that's like 2 weeks. So would he show up on Raw or something on a Monday night? If July 8th falls on one of them as like his re-debut. And because they showed a tweet that Bray
July 8th is a Monday night. July 8th, so July 1st, and then July 8th is next Monday.
So July 8th being the Monday Night Raw, that could be a great time to reintroduce him.
When is Extreme Rules?
Now we don't know if Bray will come back as who, because they said something about he was tweeting with a fan, and then a fan said, or he said, "I can't wait to see all of you here," or whatever.
That makes sense. It's July 14th.
And Bray said, "What about Wyndham?" which is his real name. And he said, "Who's Wyndham?" And all that Bray Wyatt responded with was, "He is the key," and left it at that. So his actual self, Wyndham Rotunda, is the key to Bray Wyatt.
So my thing is that this kid's Bray Wyatt fan, whatever, didn't know his real name.
Yeah, that's not great that he didn't know who Wyndham Rotunda was.
Yeah.
But
that's the terrible part of it.
But so there's some cool stuff that's going to come out of this, and
that makes sense because July 13th or 14th. I just looked up.
So the 14th would be Extreme Rules. So he would debut right before.
They already got 4 matches on the card.
I'll be up for it. I don't have much other news. Oh, Daniel Bryan was where Huskus the Pig was. He was.
That was where. Okay.
The first night they didn't have. Yeah, see, there's Sonya Deville, and there's Rambo.
Oh, Rambo. Okay, that was Rambo. Okay.
So I'm excited to see what happens next week with that. I guess let's go over the.
Want to go over the highlights? He shows up.
Yeah, let's go to the
highlights of Raw. Happened. And these are highlights, but they're not really highlights. We can talk about it because they actually are relevant to
things that popped out. We're not talking
weird
about
storyline. Because let me tell you right now, and we're not going to get into it. The storyline from Raw to SmackDown is atrocious because there isn't one. Raw does what they want, SmackDown does what they want. It's not cohesive, and it's just terrible. So, but let's get into this.
Let's get into it.
Stomping Grounds had Lacey Evans be the special guest referee for Baron Corbin. Becky Lynch beat her up. Seth Rollins still wins. Yes. And I said, I texted you, I'm pretty sure I did. I said, "Oh God, please no! Don't make this a tag match with Seth and Becky versus Lacey and Baron Corbin at Extreme Rules." Well, Monday Night did exactly just that.
I sure did.
And excuse me, I'm sick still. Now we're gonna see Seth and Becky versus Baron and Lacey for the titles. The titles are on the line.
The man's man.
So if Becky and Seth win, Baron and Lacey are out of the title picture forever.
Yes.
Yes. Thank God. Yes. But
dumbass.
If Baron or Lacey win, they are the new champions. So to keep Baron in the picture,
a winner take all.
Yeah. So to keep Baron in the picture, they're going to keep Baron by winning the title and Lacey so they can go back and forth for another 12,000 years.
Another 12,000 years.
Yeah. So that's happening. Anything else to add to that, there, Peppa? Because I really have nothing else to add to that. I was just disappointed.
The man's man, that whole new thing, that's going to be a thing now where...
she beat her ass. And then the worst part about it, Seth Rollins told her to stop. And I was like, whoa, Seth, stop.
And she just pushed him aside. Like,
yeah,
bro, you better get the hell
get
out
of my way. I'm beating her up. You're not going to tell me to stop beating her up.
She let him know.
Yeah, that was that. Let's get the 24/7 championship.
24/7.
So, R-Truth in a real match went up against Drake Maverick for the title, and he beat Drake Maverick. Pretty good.
Drake Maverick is
24/7 champ
for a few.
R-Truth, yes.
It's hilarious. This now I know we bitched about this when it first came out. We thought like this title was going to be garbage, and honestly, I feel like it is garbage.
It is.
If R-Truth is not holding it,
it is garbage. But it's not.
R-Truth is beautiful on this with his title.
Yeah, he is.
He is pure gold. When he said, because they said he does a lot of his stuff isn't scripted, it's off the cuff. When he did the line where they were on Miz TV, and Drake Maverick came out, and he was talking, he said they haven't been able to consummate their marriage yet, and you could tell this was an off the cuff line because Carmella didn't get it either. And he said, "Oh, you could take fiber for that." And Carmella literally got on the mic and said, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "He just said his marriage is constipated. Duh." And she actually saw like that was a real laugh. That was a real life, not ha ha ha. She like her eyes started dying and she started crying, and you literally saw, and like the Miz started laughing. Like
it was good.
He got him because he delivers it so well.
That was beautiful. I love that line
such
too.
A good.
And then it ended up being a match afterwards. But Truth won.
Damn right he did.
Then
everybody came.
No. That was after.
Everybody came.
First, before that happened, Undertaker came out and saved Roman Reigns.
Does he have
and power bombed or chokeslam Shane and destroyed Drew McIntyre. And if I'm remembering correctly, did not Roman Reigns retire The Undertaker?
Yes, but Undertaker's fought so many times since being retired.
But he also comes out to help the guy who retired him.
Yes, because he respects him as a gentleman now.
So yes, it's gonna happen. Extreme Rules. I got nothing more to say to that except for The Undertaker. Why? Why?
He didn't look as bad. The Undertaker lied.
He didn't look as bad as he did at the other thing because it wasn't 110 degrees outside.
Yes, and Goldberg wasn't.
No, I think it's because it's 110 degrees. Then you had the 24/7 title, and R-Truth lost to Heath Slater. Heath Slater lost to Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander lost to EC3.
No.
And then R-Truth wins the title back because Carmella takes the title from EC3. He rolls up EC3 and they run the hell out of town.
Yeah, they're normal scamper.
And it was great. That was just great. I love this title because I love R-Truth.
Yeah.
He's getting the well deserved right there. Then WWE champion Kofi Kingston defeats Sami Zayn. Then defeats Kevin Owens in this whole 2 out of 3 thing, but it was a singles match.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
Then, as he's walking out with the title, Samoa Joe shows up.
Some Samoa Joe.
And beats the living hell.
And he drops that Uranagi on the stage.
On the stage.
Boy,
that sounded terrible.
Uh-huh.
Looked terrible. I was hurting just from watching it.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I felt bad for Kofi.
I did too. And now that's a match at Extreme Rules.
Yeah. So Joe's going to get a shot at the world title.
But Joe's on Raw. But again, no one ever talking about the brand split anymore. And then, the best match of the night by far, and I can't wait for this to be something, AJ Styles defeating Ricochet. Not for the title, but just a great match.
Dude,
they put on a fantastic show.
I don't get I don't get why you have your United States champion lose, though.
Well, because Ricochet never wins. That was my point.
Yeah, but he's a champ.
Yeah, he never wins, though. Different. He just wins the title. Listen, can you explain WWE? No. So, we're going to stick with what I said. He wins because he wins.
I appreciate that.
Again, it was just a great wrestling match in general between these two.
That's definitely a dream match. So you do want to see that.
Ricochet looked up to AJ Styles, and you can tell. These guys put on a great show. AJ Styles did. Gallows Anderson came out. He thought the club came back together, and he said, "No, get out of here. I want a real match."
Yeah, I thought there was.
And it showed up. I'm waiting for it. He'll turn heel for the United States title. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'll see. He'll eventually Gallows Anderson will come out. He wanted a real match to begin with, and then he'll turn heel.
True.
That was everything on Raw. No, actually, it's true.
That's everything right back because I heard KBW or I heard WWE, and I have to shit. So.
Oh, you did.
I'll be back.
Because it's full of it.
Continue to talk.
So while he's talking about that, shit. I'm gonna go into Smackdown, which is utter shit. It was just utter shit. So we're going to talk about the 3 things that happened here. And that was Nikki defeating Bayley so that Alexa Bliss can go for the title again at Extreme Rules. She's getting her second chance, all because of Nikki Cross. And I can't understand why Nikki Cross can't figure out that Alexa Bliss is using her, because Nikki Cross beat Bayley because of the distraction from Alexa Bliss, but still beat Bayley. Pepper, we don't need the commentary while I'm trying to finish this up here, okay? So, yeah, Nikki Cross defeats Bayley, and Bayley goes on to fight Alexa Bliss at Extreme Rules in a couple weeks. Then, after some donut fighting, throwing things, Ember Moon and Sonya Deville enter a match. Why not one of these two going up against Bayley? Why not both of these going up against Bayley? Because these two are phenomenal. They put on a great show. Damn, man. Put on a great show in this match that was somewhat quick, but they put on a great show. Mandy Rose did a little interference, and Sonya Deville gets the win. But what I want to talk about, this is what I want to talk about. If you watch it live, if you go back to watch any of the clips, they cut this last part out. Pepper, I don't know if you saw that. But all YouTube, whatever, cut the last part out. I know Pepper can hear me, so that's why I'm throwing his name out there. Sonya Deville pushes Mandy Rose's hair to the side like she's about to make out with her. But Mandy Rose didn't seem perturbed by that. She was like, oh, yes, definitely, please do.
Down the pound.
She definitely seemed down the pound.
Yeah.
But if you go back and watch any other clips, you won't find that unless you watched it live or recorded it.
They took the last row out. They took that scene out?
They took that scene out.
Oh,
so, I kind of, like I said, okay, I'm not all is all. Love who you love. I'm not against lesbian, gay, homophobic, whatever you want to call it. I'm not against it. Be about it. If this isn't real and WWE's just trying to push us to push it, I have a problem with that. That's where my problem lies. Listen, Sonya Deville's come out saying she is. Did you say she's bisexual or she's gay?
No, she's a lesbian.
She's a lesbian. So she's come out and said that. Listen, all respect to Sonya Deville. I have no hate for that. You know, be who you want, love who you want. Listen, we are who we are. So there is no disrespect here on that. It's just, unless this is a true thing and WWE's not trying to push it, there's no need to go out there and make this a spectacle the way they try to make it. Like, you had Seth and Becky on Stomping Grounds look very awkward trying to make out, but not make out because they didn't want them to kiss at Stomping Grounds. But yet then you have this with the brush of the hair. It was very sensual. It definitely put that across there. And then they cut it out of the YouTube things. So was it them going, no, don't put it out there? Like, where was the problem that lied in this? I think it was WWE trying to push it, and that was the real big problem.
PG.
It was Smackdown, so there is no PG.
It's always PG.
So there was that, and that was my only problem with it, is that I think WWE's trying to push something that shouldn't maybe need to be pushed right now. Listen, she's come out saying she's lesbian, good for her. And if they are having a relationship, good for her, good for them. But don't push this and it's not something, and then they break them up because, I mean, they've been great partners, tag team partners, whatever you call it. They really complement each other well. So to just try and break them apart because of something like this, because of whatever they may want to do, that's where I may have a problem with it. They're trying to pull that. Yeah. But other than that, it was a great match by Ember Moon and Sonya Deville, and picked up 2 belts and a patch. So then the other thing we'll talk about is the 2 out of 3 falls, which I'm pretty sure 2 out of 3 falls. It's like the third 2 out of 3 falls match this night on SmackDown. Yeah. Kofi versus Dolph. Dolph wins. He gets put into the match with Samoa Joe and Kofi. But yeah, Dolph Ziggler has not beaten Kofi Kingston in a singles match.
True.
Kofi gets the first win. Dolph gets the second. He tries to cheat to get the third. The ref sees it. Dolph loses, thankfully. It's just going to be Samoa Joe and Kofi
Yeah, I didn't
Kingston.
want Dolph involved in this again.
Thankfully. But I will say, they put on a great match, actually. This was actually a pretty good match.
It was better than their
better than the cage match. This was very, very well done. I know they really put on a great show, but that's as much as I want to see, and that is it. Anything else you want to bring into the things that you decided to join us again for the final
Sorry,
part?
man. I had my own thing to push.
You heard the WWE, and that was it.
Look, man. I'm just gonna let you know. I'm gonna let everybody in on a secret. Yo, the more salad you eat, the more you gotta go. I don't get what they're liars out there. They say eat healthy, man.
Yeah, it helps you healthy too. It helps,
of course. My whole body's empty. Good
you
Lord.
pass healthy at the end of the day, man. That's what it's all about. Passing healthy. So I think that's it for our review.
There's nothing incredibly.
We talked about our stuff.
Jubilant to talk about otherwise. I think it's kind of a. Oh, sorry, my straps are falling. You know what I'm saying? Multiple straps.
I will at least have that patch come Saturday night.
Ember Moon did have a weird thing after she lost super quick to Sonya Deville in that match. She put a tweet out there. A tweet. She put a tweet out there saying about how she tagged WWE. She at WWE, and it said dear A. Okay. Dear A. I don't know if I can keep getting up every time that I keep being pounded down. I don't know if I can continue to, whether it was an injury or being driven into obscurity, I don't know if I can keep doing this, but I'm happy to know that you're waiting for me. Now, she has a persona before she was Ember Moon. I can't remember it right now. It starts with an A. Okay? So they're saying that was her former...
she doesn't go out to AEW instead?
Well, they said that's part of it, but the A is like what her former gimmick is. Almost to say, like, once she gets the hell out of there, she can, the way Dean Ambrose went back to John Moxley. Like, he was able to do that once that was all said and done. So I'm thinking that there's something similar going to go about this. That's kind of cool. They call her a pride fighter. boy.
That's what she was wearing on SmackDown.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I don't. I mean, I get it. It's a shame because she's so good.
Yeah, they're
with Evermoon being so good.
Matches with them.
Also, I mean, I guess I know why they do it, but I would be pushing Sonya Deville before Mandy Rose. The way they like have Mandy in a lot of these
I would
matches,
push Sonya Deville and
Sonya
Evermoon
Deville
over
is a better
Alexa Bliss
wrestler.
again in this match.
Yeah.
That's all.
I just think Sonya's a better wrestler than they have her out to be, and of course Emma.
Well,
Roon's
yeah,
a better wrestler
Sonya
than
Deville's
they
a
have her
better
out to be,
wrestler.
So
I mean, Sonya Deville was an MMA fighter, dude.
that's what I'm saying. Like, but
So she's definitely
but
a
they're
better
better
wrestler.
than these than like the
The
Mandy
bull,
Rose
yeah,
and
the
shit,
bull
yeah.
stuff that they're doing.
So, but no, I don't have anything else, man. Do you have anything else? Because I ain't got nothing else.
I got nothing. So for here at KBW with our like 30,000 video tonight, don't forget we got Pro Wrestling Craze that should already be up by the time you see this video. We have our Stomping Grounds review, which should be up before this video.
Yeah.
We have coming to you
Fighter Fest
prediction.
review.
Yeah, put up
Or
Fighter Fest
Fest preview.
predictions.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That'll be coming after this, so it won't be up, but that'll be up soon. And
I am doing an NXT review this week. So
supposedly he's doing an NXT review,
look,
but
man,
he
when
won't.
you're carrying the entire company, on
He's
your
not going to
shoulders,
because he won't be around tomorrow at all. So NXT isn't getting done again for 2 weeks in a row. Don't even count on
That's
top
what
of here.
Friday's for, bro.
Dude, it's like 12 weeks past. Who cares at that point? No point. I'm gonna knock him at the end of the day. So he may be the two belts. He may be the patch. That patch is coming with me come Saturday night. Maybe we try and do an AEW Fighter Fest review maybe beforehand, before all we get together, because we only get together once a week. You know, being busy with 4 kids and all that I had.
I'm busy with no kids.
It's kind of hard to do all this. This is why we do it so late, and it is extremely
So
late.
late.
So, you ready to bid them?
Yeah, I'm about to bid them.
All right. So for here at KBW, I am Mr. Disrespectful. This is White Pepper to my right. We like to bid you all adieu, goodbye, and good night, bang.